What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Dallas Cowboys Uncensored. I'm your co-host, Eric Berger. With me, as always, Charlie Moffitt. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How you?
I'm good. Tuesday, I had a little scary weather, but it seems like it's passed. No major damage. We got some power outages here and there, some trees, shit like that. But we survived. We're good. What do we got for today? I know we're a little late. It's kind of a weird deal getting a game on Thursday. We're doing a recap super late on Tuesday. We won't touch too much on it. We did, we touched on it a little bit on the Saturday show with the guys and Rika. So not going to rush through it, but it's not going to be your typical recap show.
Yeah, definitely not. Before we go anywhere, hit the like button. If you're watching live, if you're not watching live, you watch it afterwards, still hit the like button or dislike, whichever one you prefer. This will be real quick because, like Eric said, typically we do shows. We're going to do shows every Tuesday. That's how we're going to do it. We pick today. We pick Tuesday. Typically the game will be on Sunday and Monday, so it would be a good recap. This time we had to wait. Plus, we got the second show, Keeping Up with the Joneses. So we did a lot of that shit on that show Saturday, which was 2 days after the game. Go ahead and let everybody know Rocket Moves the Chains is starting a new show too on our channel. I'll be doing it with her, but it's her show. It's called Rocket Moves the Chains. I'll just be there for looks, the eye candy.
Congrats, Rika.
But yeah.
Not when it's just you and her.
I'm still the fucking eye candy. But
we'll let you have it.
Yeah, but we'll knock this out real quick. Not real quick. We ain't gonna rush through it, but we'll just go over some things that we normally go over that we'll go over every Tuesday. There'll be some early down passing and pass compared to run ratios, personnel groupings, and success on each personnel grouping. We'll do some EPA and CPOE, a little bit of that. We'll see how it works out. This actually is our first show, our first real show, because it's the first time we've ever done this type of show. All the other ones have been either collabs or draft or OTAs, and we never could go over the shit that we normally will off our regular shows like we will for the rest of the season. But moving on to that. First, let's talk about, before we even get into that, what do you think about Still being right tackle?
I think everybody's freaking out. It was never just going to be Steele. It was never – sorry, Rika. It's never just going to be Steele out there on his own on an island. You're going to have tight end help. You're going to have, Zeke and Tony Pollard chipping, which both of them are very good at. I think, like you said in the last, I think it was a Saturday show, short leash, on Twitter. I think we've said it everywhere. Short leash, if things get ugly and Bosa's just wrecking doubles and chips and all that shit, then yeah, slide him out, slide Zach out there. But, I think there is some weight to Zach coming in, thinking he's playing right guard and what he's done with his body and his workouts and stuff like that. I mean, I think you do pack on a little more muscle in the offseason playing inside, thinking you're going to play inside. It is a lot more athletic position to slide outside. We're not saying he can't do it. I understand his comments last year. He didn't want to do it or whatever and he ended up getting injured. So, and maybe it was something to do with it. Maybe it's not, but I understand there's got to be a little bit of weight there. That's got to tip the scale just a little bit for me anyway.
Yeah, it don't for me. I mean, that motherfucker makes a lot of money. If they want him at fucking right tackle, put his fat ass at right tackle. Is that Martin?
I get that. I get
he's probably my third favorite player on the team. He's no doubt, and this is me being a Dak lover, he's the best player on our team. He is the number one player on our team. I get that, but to me, that's even more of a reason why you fucking sacrifice and move your fucking ass out to right tackle for the team, not for your individual fucking. I'm too heavy. I've done this in the off season. I'm not used to this. Fuck that. Move your ass out there. You're our best right fucking. You probably are best right to me. He's probably just as good as fucking Collins. Period. So he's definitely our best swing tackle. So
Yeah,
just move your ass out there and
sure.
fucking go cry me a fucking river somewhere else. But yeah, as long as they got him on a short
Especially
leash,
with how well McGovern played, right?
yeah, that's what your best fucking five. My thing is this:
Yeah.
who the best five? Who's better five with fucking McGovern and fucking Zach at right tackle or Zach at right guard and fucking Steele at fucking right tackle? I don't think there's any fucking question on that because then that way you ain't got to use running backs chip, you ain't got to use tight ends chip, you ain't got to adjust your formation. You can run all your plays out of your playbook without fucking worrying about if you got to chip this motherfucker first. Like Zeke ain't got to worry before I go out on my route, I got to chip him. Fucking Schultz or fucking Jarwin, well, I got to get a little piece of them before I fucking get into my route. They can go straight in their route. It's just the best five, and I think I agree with fucking Rocky's fucking blog. But anyways, we'll get into a little bit of this. For
What was you're the stat guy. What was Dak's time to throw last game? Do you remember? Or do you know?
2 point, he got it out quicker. I saw it today
Quicker
on
than Tom,
Twitter.
right? And Tom's
He's
known for getting it out
he
pretty
was
quick.
he was the quickest. I think he was
Bo-
the quickest in the NFL this weekend.
Bosa's a bad motherfucker, and you put him against Steele. I'll give him 9 out of 10 wins on that.
Well,
But you
this is
give
the
him a
thing,
tight
people.
end, I think
Yeah,
you only got to get it out.
this is
A
where
couple seconds.
I won't defend the still move, but this is where I tell people to calm down and just give it a chance and see. They're going off what still looked like last year without
Yeah,
fucking
short
Dak.
leash, right?
If you remember before Dak then after the next 3 games before he got hurt, he didn't have either one of his right tackles, and he still was throwing the shit out of the ball and putting up
Mm-hmm.
numbers and doing good. So that was with Dak. Where the offensive line looked bad is when Dak wasn't in there. Dak can do shit that fucking other quarterbacks can't fucking do. And so with Dak being in there, and plus the
Sure.
whole offensive line is still in there because last year by that time, dude, they was dismantled. It wasn't just still; it was everybody was fucking hurt. So I say give it some time. I think it would look a lot different this year than did last year, just because we do have Dak, and you can run a lot of plays that you can't run with Andy Dalton, or fucking especially with fucking DeGoofy or fucking Gilbert, So that
Sure.
hurts when you're missing your tackles. That hurts when you're missing your starting quarterback in your tackles. Well, you're fucked, But if you have your starting quarterback out there, it's like fucking Kansas City. They lost both their starting tackles. They look like shit, but they didn't really have a lot of time to prepare for that. And fucking Tampa Bay took advantage of that. We'll miss him one. I think we'll be fine, but they just
Yeah.
need to keep him on a short leash. But yeah, I'm not freaking out that bad, but I don't like it. I wish they would just move Zach. But I knew, and anybody should have known that wasn't going to happen. Only thing we can hope for is
Yeah.
they don't let him get beat like a drum. If you go in halftime and Bosa's just wrecking the fuck out of him, then tell Zach, hey, look, brother, I'm sorry that you don't
Atlanta
feel.
game. If it's something crazy,
But you also got to remember is we don't got fucking Scott Linehan anymore either. We got fucking Moore. He'll adjust. He'll get the ball
Mhm.
out quick. Which was part of last week. We got the ball off quick because we
I
knew their
can't
front.
tell you how happy it makes me to hear him say this in the public at press conferences, talking about adjusting to shit and bobbing and weaving with the fucking punches. You know what I mean? It's. I mean,
Well, I love that Dak
granted,
checked
there's
out.
always coach speak from everybody, but
I loved it that Dak checked out of 12 plays, run plays, and when they asked Moore about it, Moore said
yeah,
we averaged
just about the
4.8
look.
yards.
Look, we called him.
We averaged 4.8 yards on them plays. Tell me last time Zeke averaged 4.8 yards a game. I tell you, 2016. That's the last time he didn't even average 4.8. Yeah, I think it was 4.7.
He averaged three this game, I
Yeah,
think, or
but I'm
Tampa,
just talking
and
about
then
Alderman out and going to a pass play and still average at
yeah,
4.8. Zeke wasn't going to average 4.8 yards on them fucking plays. So we did better on Alderman out in the
right.
plays and going to a pass. And I guarantee if you go back and look at all 12 of the plays, they wasn't deep balls on Murray Cooper or fucking CeeDee Lamb. They was low dump offs. They was just something like, hey, they're stacking the box. Let's just get
Wide
it out
receiver
quick.
screen.
Yeah, load a 4 or 5 yard
Yeah,
gainer right here. Let's just get it out of the hand and let's go with it. But yeah, no, I love it.
yeah.
I expect to see a little bit probably more run this week. I I hope we don't come out and try to establish the run. But
I
do
don't think
we'll
it's got to
come
be
back.
run heavy. I just think it's got to be,
I think it's going to be
pick your
more runs than
spots.
last week. Yeah. Yeah, but like I've always
I
said, the
actually
game.
don't. I don't mind coming out and slinging it early.
Yeah, I always want to. But the game would
Get up,
dictate
get
that.
a lead.
Yeah, the game would dictate that. If we come out and we get the lead, then we're going to stick with the game plan and we're going to run the ball. But if we come
Right.
out and shit ain't working and our defense sucks and we're doing it 14-0, I'm sorry for all the fucking folks that run the damn ball, folks, but we're passing the shit out of the ball again. I mean, game
Yeah,
will always
exactly.
dictate that. I would love, as much as people think I hate the run, I would love for us to go into halftime with a 10-point lead, going in the fourth quarter with a 13, 17-point lead, and in the fourth quarter, run the shit out of the ball. I would love to do that because that's when you run the ball. I would love to see that. That's a perfect game plan.
Yeah.
But game plans don't always work out.
How much time did Tom have left at the end of the game? I forget.
Minute 20 seconds, I think.
Too much,
it was.
obviously. I
think
minute
it was a
20,
minute 20,
minute and a half. We'll call it minute and a half. Look, we trailed that entire game up until that minute and a half. So why are the running the damn ball people screaming like that? We should have done more running. That was just
because I think if we would have ran more, we wouldn't have been trailing. We would have won.
Somehow change it to positive.
Yeah, well, they think if we
How
would have ran the ball.
How do you get that though? What?
You wake up every
There's
morning.
There's nothing tangible you can show me.
Yeah, you just wake up in the morning, you roll out of bed, and you go to the mirror and say, you know what? I'm going to be a fucking moron today and make some stupid fucking statements. Like if we would have ran the ball more, we would have won. That's how you fucking do it. Just my opinion, though. There's Philly notions in the house.
What up, Philly Notion? Andrew Lunsford. Rikers in here.
Keith M.
What up, y'all? New. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
You know Keith M? He looks new to me. Welcome aboard, Keith M.
He says jerk right. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a new name for sure. Welcome. Appreciate y'all showing up. Philly Notion says Terrence Steele with the reason y'all hold another L this Sunday. Hey, hold that first place warm for us, all right? Y'all beat up on a boo-boo ass team and gonna talk.
And they're always gonna fucking talk. That's why I don't talk to them.
No Super Bowl champs. Come on now.
Most time.
Super Bowl champs beat us by 2 in a barn burner.
Hey, Bluff's in the house.
What up, Bluff? Riker left a dislike. Somebody does every fucking show. Someone's a hater. It's all good.
I know Cowboy Mosh. He's another content creator. I don't think you follow him, but he'll get like
a metalhead, right?
Yeah, he's a metalhead.
He'll play guitar and shit.
He'll get like 34 fucking dislikes and shit, and he gets all pissed off. Like, why y'all trolling me? You know, fucking if y'all don't want to watch, don't dislike. Just get the fuck off of here. Which I agree with him, but it's funny. I mean, he don't care. He laughs about it, but he always gets a shitload of dislikes. But yeah, he's an old metalhead. That's probably why I like him. Anyways, as far as the breakdown of the game, people wanted to hear some early down passing. I'm real big into early down passing.
No more Mr. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, you can't see us because y'all can. We can't because it has a little live thing over the top of it. But people would see this and they was like, well, look at all the teams that lost in this thing. That's why you don't pass. That's why you don't pass early. That's why I decided, hey, let me do this. That's why you don't look at the final box score, the final stat of anything, and draw any conclusions off of it. Break it down. Go a little further than that. So let's go early down passes in the first half. That's when teams typically like to pass, get the lead, then run in the second half. If you do that, then you have us, KC, Philly, Miami, Carolina, Tampa Bay, all won games. You know, of course, Buffalo didn't win. You're always going to have teams that don't win games. Hell, you're going to have teams, if they run the ball a lot, don't win games. But that's how it kind of breaks down.
Yeah, that Buffalo game was weird. Punt block, wasn't it? It decided that one?
Yeah. But yeah, that's early down passing. You probably will never see us on early down passing at 88% again for the rest of the year. That was an unusual game, and the game plan dictated it, and that's what we did. Only time you'll probably see that again is if we're getting our ass kicked.
Maybe Washington.
Maybe, possibly.
or
They got good.
Washington.
They just got good defense overall, though. We'll go over some
Mm.
personnel groupings, 11 personnel and stuff like that. I'm going to pull it up. Here's 11 personnel. We ran 11 personnel, 49% of the plays, which is way low comparing how we're usually way above 60%. Y'all can look at the success rate. I'm not big on this site success rate, how they rate a successful play. But if y'all want to go off the successful play rate, y'all can. I'm not big on that with this site. This is Sharp's football site. I don't like how he counts successful plays. But anyways, we passed out of that personnel group in 87% of the time. We ran out at 13% of the time. If you go off success rate, you can see why we wasn't fucking running the ball that much that night. The surprise personnel grouping we ran, I say surprise, it shouldn't be a surprise, is 12 personnel was our second favorite personnel grouping, which was 35%. Still had a pretty good success rate. If you look at Dak out of this personnel grouping was 14 of 17. I'm not big on pass rating, but 94.9 pass rating. We'll go back to 11 personnel. Check that out too. He was fucking 21 of 32 with a 104 pass rating. So not bad. And then our next personnel grouping was 21. I thought we ran that more, but we only ran it 4 times. For some reason, I was thinking we ran that personnel grouping more.
It
All the
seemed
other
heavy,
ones,
right?
yeah, I didn't go to any of the other ones because they was all 3 plays or less. So I wasn't going to fucking screenshot every one of them. But that was our top 3 personnel groupings that day. But that was 4 to 4 out of this one, so not horrible. But yeah, it is weird to see us at
No, I
where
liked
we.
it. I mean, everybody's been wanting to see more of that. Get both
Yeah,
of those backs out there.
yeah. Usually, I'll talk a lot more about
And
this.
a lot of it, they were motioning it out, motioning in, doing that little bullshit, you know, jet sweep, fake bullshit look.
Yeah, I heard somebody else talk about that. How much motion we used. That Kellen Moore looked like he went back to his Boise State days.
Boise
Um,
State, yeah.
yeah, but normally I'll talk more on this, but I won't today because we kind of call a game plan that I loved. So there's not most time we don't go heavy on runs. I mean, we'll go heavy on runs on early downs, and I'll bitch more. So you'll see more rants from me, and I'll talk about it more. But overall, and plus we're trying to, this is a 5-day-old game, so I don't want to get too heavy into it. But I thought the game plan was perfect. I thought they did a good job. I thought they did exactly what they were supposed to do. We just got to clean up some shit like red zone. I don't know how to fix it. Y'all can ask, and I can't tell y'all. I just the penalties. There was two or three penalties in the red zone, which will fucking kill a drive. Uh, just we got to clean that up. CeeDee Lamb, he needs to clean up his dropsies, and he needs to clean up his route run. Not route running. It's not that he's a bad route runner, but he needs to clean up his getting on the same page with Dak. Uh, he was a little bit disappointing the other night. I know he had over 100 yards. I get that. He's my hell. I predict he's going to be wide receiver 1 by the end of the year. So I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying he needs to clean his shit up a little bit. But if y'all want to go with some EPA, Dak's EPA, total EPA was 15.2 to Brady's 14. Per play, Brady was a little higher than him. That right there is 6.5 ADOT. That's average depth of target. That's low for the league, and that's very low for Dak. But like I said, I'll give BJ Nix from Start Game some credit for this. He talked about how a lot of them passes
Extension of
were
the run
an
game.
extension of the run game. So he wasn't going deep a lot. A lot of them passes was check down, like a run play called. He checked it out of it and decided to just throw a little pass out of it to make sure they get some yardage out of it. So
Yeah.
that's going to affect that. His CPOE, Bluff asked me to explain this other night. There ain't many people watching, but if y'all do watch after we go live, CPOE is just what you're expected to complete. He was expected to complete 67% of his passes, and he's actually completed 73. So he's way above his completion percentage above expectation. Real quick, how they do that is they got 20 years of data, and I'll just use one example. Say a 10-yard out route. They have every 10-yard out route ran for the past 20 years, and they know exactly how many times that pass is completed. So they have the average it was completed, and they compare that to how many times you complete it, and you get your CPOE is how you get it. Next Generation Stats does a little different. If I ever use them, I'll explain it to them. But they use GPS, and I'm not going to get into that until I actually use their fucking data. His QBR was a little lower than I like, but there's a lot of shit going on in that game.
Bluff says it did seem like a lot more 21. I guess it's because I think only did it 10 times total last year. That too, and also, I noticed a lot of times we motioned into it and motioned out of it. So at some point, one of those doesn't count as right. Do they count it as the snap, or how as you line
If
up?
I'm correct, and I'll check on this, but if I'm correct, it's not a matter of the personnel, not a matter how they line up. It's a matter of, do you have a running back in there? If Zeke's in there and Pollard's in there, that's 21 personnel.
Even if he's out in the slot or
split
whatever,
out and you go 5 wide, it's still considered 21 personnel. But I might be wrong. They might. I'll have to ask. Matt Owen might know, but I'm pretty sure they count that as 21 personnel. But maybe they don't. Maybe once they split up and change out. But I'm pretty sure it's running backs. They compare tight ends to running backs, and however many you have is what they call the personnel grouping. But it does seem like we ran it more than 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah, then it would have been 4 times if that's the case, because Jesus, it felt like at least 6 to 8. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. I say
what else you got?
I say it seems like it's more, man, but I guess when I think about it, I mean, maybe it wasn't more. Because a lot of times Zeke was in there by himself fucking blocking. I mean, you see that little highlight film and all the blocks he put. He was in there by himself a lot.
Tony, same thing.
And Tony was in there by himself a lot. So we might have, I think, like you said, I think we ran it 10 times total last year. So we ran it in one game half the times as we ran it all 16 games last year. So, might have just seemed that way.
Maybe 4 is right, because I specifically remember seeing twice where they both lined up right out of the huddle, one on either side, shotgun, and then twice motioned in and out of it with him, 2 in the back there.
Well, that's the thing. If that's the case, if they run both of them in there and you have 2 running backs in there and you motion one out, well, that if you have a tight end in there, 21, then you.
I think it's all about alignment. Surely they're not counting a guy split out wide as a running back, even though he was that back that motioned out there or whatever. He has a certain number on his chest.
Well, then that was raise other personnel groupings up. If you got 2 backs and 1 tight end and two, that would raise the 11 personnel up, because you would have motioned him out. He would have been counted as a wide receiver. And
that's what I'm saying. Maybe they're counting that as a 11 when he's motioned out of it.
Yeah, but we ran
whatever it is at the snap.
Yeah, but we ran 11 only 47% of the time. So you would think that number would be higher.
But yeah.
Because I mean, we ran
a couple of plays here and there from 21 to 11. It wouldn't change the percentage that much. Sure, definitely would a tick, but fuck, how many plays did we actually run out of 11? You said 61% of the time?
How many plays?
So that's probably 50-something? Or you said 40%?
It shows you plays. 11 personnel. Total plays, 38.
38 plays? Okay.
38 plays.
And we had 83 total offensive snaps or some shit like that? 87 maybe?
Yeah, we ran it.
No, I think it was 83 total offensive snaps.
Yeah, but we ran 11 personnel, 38 total plays.
And
so, yeah, I asked Matt Owen about that.
That makes sense.
I've had that question before. Somebody asked me, and I never did check up in on it. But I always
it's a good question. It's a good.
Yeah, I always assume if it's
good to know.
If it's a running back, if you got 2 running backs in there, it counts as 21 personnel, no matter where they line up at. Because if that's the case, I mean, if you split a tight end out instead of in line, I mean, how do you count a tight end? Do you still count a tight end if he split out wide, or does he have to be in line? And what if you put a tight end in the
exactly
backfield? You know what I'm saying? So
right. Bluff's got another question. Do you think we'll see more 21 with Gallup out? I think Wilson just falls right into fucking plays, doesn't he? Maybe slide a CD out. Still see more Levin. But shit, if it works, maybe do that so you still have a back to help out Steele and a back to go on a route. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems like a good idea.
I
Just don't run it out of 21.
yeah, I kind of dread what we're going to do. I just have a feeling that we're going to go the opposite way we did last week. Yeah, I mean, if it works, I have no
Try to
problem.
run heavy, and try to.
Yeah,
I can't. Please,
you know,
please don't.
but if it
I
works, I
mean,
have
unless
no
you're
problem with it.
successful with it.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah,
successful,
right. If
yeah,
you're fucking breaking off 8 yard, 10 yard, 12 yard fucking gashes, fucking let's go. But don't just run 3 fucking downs into a brick wall and punt it. I don't want to see that shit.
But anyways, getting back to 11 personnel, if you look up 11 personnel, 12 personnel, it doesn't say anything about switching people out. If you read anything on it, 11 personnel is two, one tight end and one running back, regardless
One
where
run
they
back.
line it. I don't,
Mhm.
I don't think they do. Well, fuck, and maybe more 12. Keith says, possibly. Uh, we ran 12. We ran 12 quite a bit this game. So that,
Quite a bit.
yeah. So, but I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe we're running even more since we have Steele in there to give him some help.
And I'll be honest, Schultz looked a lot better than Jarwin. All around.
I didn't really pay that much attention to it. I,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
know.
neither one of them were huge factors, but I mean,
Yeah, I know
couple of
blocking wise,
targets there.
Schultz is better, but I don't think that's ever was a secret there. Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, I, I, that's for some reason that was one position I didn't really pay too much attention to that night. Uh, but yeah, but I'll get the answer on that question. But I'm pretty sure that it doesn't matter where they line up as long as it's a running back and where they split them out wide or not. Matt Owen might know that. I don't know if Sharp keeps up with it like that or not. But oh shit! I just hit a button that I shouldn't have. But yeah, that's about it on the analytics part of it. Like I said, there wasn't really a lot of analytics to talk about because I thought we did good. I mean, I like the early down passing and stuff. Here's the total breakdown of the EPA and shit. Um, just to let y'all know, EPA, like when you see a minus 29 over here of EPA on running, that basically means every time you touch the fucking ball, every time they run the ball, you're hurting your chances of scoring a touchdown. You're actually taking points off the board. That's what that means. And just let you know, one team last week, one team in the whole NFL finished with a positive EPA. It just and last year, all of last year, 5 teams finished with a positive EPA. 5 teams. Everybody else finished with a negative, which means on average, when they run the ball, they are actually hurting their chances of scoring a touchdown. They're actually taking points off the board, and they're making it more difficult for their offense to get in the end zone. Early
what
down,
goes into that stat?
early down
How are they
rushing,
getting that?
same way they get 20 years of fucking NFL data
Yeah,
and just of percentages of 25-yard line, how many points is scored from there. That is real technical. I would suggest somebody next time I'll fucking copy and paste it and fucking in the chat and let y'all look that up. I try to get Cowboys stats and graphs to come on. He's getting married, so he said he's not doing any this year to explain it because I think he could probably explain it a lot quicker and a lot more elegant than I could. It's just basically it's an efficiency stat. Just every time you touch the ball and every time you throw the ball, there's a amount of chances that you increase your chances of scoring points. Uh, I could probably get it up right now to show you like a breakdown of the play by play and how it works. Uh,
oh boy, this
what's
could
that?
take hours.
What?
You're gonna try something? You're gonna shoot from the hip here? Come on, bro.
No, not at all. This won't take long at all.
What over under 5 minutes and 60-40 spread or 60-40, he actually accomplishes whatever he's trying to do. Leave your guesses in the comments.
Here it is, right here.
Oh, he's shooting for the under. Is he gonna beat it? No way. Nope. Hold on. I got you. Let's go.
There it is.
Let's
You
go.
can see. If you can see the screen, you can see like on well, this is the big plays actually. We're going play by play. Like the first play from first to 10, shotgun to Fournette, left tackle for 5 yards. That gave them a 0 EPA. They didn't gain anything from running that play. Tom Brady pass incomplete. He got a negative 1.7. So on and so on. Dak on his first play got a 2.1. Like I said, I can pull it up and I'll put the link into the chat and people can look it up. There's a good article that is written that explains it, but it's fucking long. Real long.
Yeah, if you're on the fence or skeptical about the analytic world of sports in general, specifically football in our case, you need to make a commitment and actually kind of dive into it, because we're not the fucking greatest teachers, but we understand it to a limited basis. And we're not you're not going to take away. Basically, we need you to learn along. This isn't a course. This is just there's the link there in the chat. But man, interesting stuff. If this shit can turn Charlie from a smash mouth ball, time of possession guy just not even a few years ago to complete analytic nerd. He even went and got glasses. It's the real deal, because Charlie's pretty much my fucking go-to. If I have a question about anything football or Cowboys, Charlie's the first guy I go to. He's my cap guy. Anything about contracts, I go to him. So if this can change his fucking mind on a lot of things, some of the old school mentalities and schemes and shit like that, philosophies and whatnot, anybody can do it. He can barely spell. I mean,
fuck you. Yeah, that article I posted was from 2000. It was from 2012. There's a bunch of articles on it that you can look up, and people are explaining it. Here's another one. I'll copy and paste. And then I'll send you one of just a search that you can do. And then all the articles come up. But it takes, like I said, it takes lots of reading to understand it. And like Eric said, Eric heard on that one.
Yeah, it kind of sucks if you're not a reader. But if you are a listener, we're trying. I'm going to get better at understanding this shit myself, and then get better at getting Charlie to teach it better. I'm going to help him out with some visual aids. Get you some definitions.
Yeah, but yeah, there's
syllabus.
Yeah, overall, like I said, it's just it's based all analytics. This is what I want to explain to people. All analytics, it ain't motherfuckers with glasses on rolling over in their bed in the morning, putting their glasses on, and just say, you know what, I think this. Let me go write a fucking article on it. It's based on the NFL data became public in 1999. So they got data going all the way back to 1999. Every fucking play ran in the NFL. Every run, every pass, every fumble, every interception, every kickoff, every punt return, everything is there for them to analyze. And that's what they do. Now they do They do put it on a computer, and it is coding, and they take them simple plays, a simple 10-yard out route, and they break it down to the very, very minimum of exactly what happened. And that's all it is. And it's not made up shit. So when they say something like, and that's like fourth down bot, going forward and fourth down, people's like, fucking, I ain't going off no graph. Well, just let y'all know that graph, that fourth down bot, is based on
It's
every
20.
fucking, for the past 20 years, every 4th and 3 at the 35-yard line, fucking with 25 yards to go for a field goal, it is based off that and what happened. What happened when they kicked the field goal? What happened when they fucking went for it? And the fucking statistics of what's the best thing to do out of that from the past. That's all it is. They ain't got to fucking go on it. They're just giving it to him saying, here you go. This is what's happened in the past. Make your own decision. That's all it is. Like I
No
said,
different than if you're like a poker fan, World Series of Poker, and you need odds on a hand. What cards are left for each deal? That's exactly what they did. They're just giving you odds of what's going to happen, what's the best option to take, what's the best play here according to the odds.
But yeah, overall, like I said, it's I know I won't mention his name, but he said something about I'll go read another article. And I know what he meant by it. He meant like I read an article that somebody wrote, so I think it's true. Well, no, the guy who wrote the article, it wasn't like he woke up out of bed and just came up with this opinion. Like pass is more efficient than run. That's not a fucking opinion, y'all. That's facts. That there is nothing to dispute that. Besides your 1980 fucking logic, there's nothing to dispute that passing is just more efficient than running the ball. That is facts. There's 20 fucking years of NFL data that shows it is. It wasn't like some fucking nerd woke up one morning and just said, you know what, I think passing the ball is better than running the ball, and just went and wrote a fucking article on it. He studied fucking 20 years of fucking data to fucking come up with that shit. It has nothing to do with just somebody having an opinion and wanting to put it on fucking paper. So that's what I always thought. That's what I thought fucking for years. And I was so anti-analytical. I hated fucking analytics. I thought it was fucking nerdy shit. You don't play football behind a computer screen, all that shit. Everything that people say about it today, I said it. And then finally, it took a drunk driver hit me and put me in bed for 6 months. I thought, you know what, maybe I need to read up on this shit. And I did a lot of reading. And it still took me about another year and a half, 2 years for it. I was like, all right, I bought in. I see what they're talking about now. It opens your mind up, and it's a beautiful thing too, dude. Beautiful thing. But yeah, like
the good news is there's not all the teams are up to date with that. Not everybody has those same beliefs. Not everybody's using analytics. There's still some old school, heads.
Yeah. No, Pete Carroll's one. Pete Carroll's one that just won't fucking get off the run the ball shit. And he has a quarterback that can tear teams up if he just let him. And just let y'all know.
Let Russ cook.
Yeah, and just let y'all know. If Pete Carroll would have decided before the 2018 playoff game against us, I'm going to buy into analytics and I'm going to pass instead of fucking run, because passing or more running, we wouldn't won that game. They would have beat us. Russell Wilson tore our ass up every time he threw the ball. But they would not stop running the ball, and we kept stopping them, and that cost them the game. So I was happy that he wasn't an analytic guy that day, because we wouldn't have won that game.
You want to do a little Chargers review?
Yeah, we'll do a little Chargers review.
Preview?
Yeah.
You got any analytics on the Chargers game?
Nah.
Let Dak do the same shit?
Actually, most time, since this was kind of not a rush job, but kind of last minute thing, sometimes we'll always do a little preview at the end of each Tuesday show, and I'll bring up what the Chargers did before the week before and their analytics from the week before and what they did on run, passing early and shit like that.
I watched the game, and dangerous. Man, wide receiver 2 is going to eat. I think Diggs can hold down Keenan Allen like he did Mike Evans if they choose to let him travel like that, because they'll send Keenan Allen into the slot a lot. And Williams, I think, is the matchup. Whoever's on Williams, That's the guy we're gonna hear a lot of his name calling, I think, or his name getting called.
Yeah, it's going to be similar to last week because they got a good quarterback and
Eckler
they got
too.
some good wideouts. So
Hmm.
it's not going to be easy.
Another pass catching back.
Yep. Yeah. We'll see how it turns out. Only
They
thing
got a
is,
really good left tackle too.
I think, I think, I think Tampa Bay's defense might be a little better than the Chargers' defense. So
Clearly,
I think our offense going to, be even better than they were last week.
yeah,
You know, so I just hope we don't come in and try to establish the run. And if we do, God, I hope it works, and I hope we get the fuck off of it if it's not working. Um, like I said, I'll never look at a team ahead of time and say, okay, they're good at this, so let's do this. I won't do it. My philosophy is go in with the ideal you're going to be pass heavy, pass the ball to get the lead, run the ball at the end of the game to finish them off. If in that time you're passing the ball, you see their run defense sucks and you're killing with the run, then fucking up that run percentage. Fucking run a little more. But I always say go in with the mindset of throwing it early, particularly on first,
yeah.
second down. That's when you really want to throw it is on first and second down. And
Mendoza says got to
I
watch
don't
out for
expect it.
Cook too.
I don't expect us to do it 88% of the time in the first half like we did last week, but I do expect it to be well over 60%. I do like to see it be well over 60%. Mendoza is here. What's up?
Speaking of Cook, who do you think the safeties are starting this week, or who do you think they should be?
Well, I mean, it's going to be
You
Wilson.
still rolling Wilson out there?
Yeah, Wilson and KZ, I guess, or I'd go Curse, but I mean, for whatever reason, I think he's going to be the big nickels to shit. I don't know. Dude, I can't. Anybody who's trying to figure this shit out, I don't think the coaches has figured it out yet. And I think that game of
Just
the
kind
day
of plug
showed
and
it because
play.
I mean, yeah, them fuckers are in and out. I think they're just
Yeah,
trying to find their
fresh
groove,
legs maybe.
trying to find what works, see who can do what, and I think I think it's a lot of just going off playing it by ear and playing it by eyes in this case. You know, uh, I love that fucking Jalen only got 16 snaps. That was a fucking wonderful thing.
Absolutely. Look how efficient he was on those 16 snaps. He wasn't terrible.
I wouldn't go that far, but
He wasn't detrimental. Let me say that. Keenan plays everywhere. They light him up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Diggs is going to follow, we can lock down one. CB2, who you got? You going to let Wright or is Joseph back? Joseph's off the
nah, Joseph's on IR.
COVID list, ain't he?
No, he's on IR. He's not on COVID list. He's straight up on IR. So he won't be back for at least another week.
Oh, my God.
So it's going to be fucking Brown or Wright. It's going to be Brown. He's starting the fucking. They've already said it. So we'll
What
see
up,
how
Ed and
that
Eddie?
works out. What's up, Ed and Eddie? But yeah, no,
Appreciate
it'll
y'all
be Brown
sharing it.
starting, and then as far as fucking Diggs traveling, I don't know how much he'll travel. I don't know how much they'll let him travel. I mean,
He
especially
traveled
with
a
their.
lot in last game. I won't see why they wouldn't do it again.
Did he go all the way to the right side though? I knew he traveled from the fucking left or left, depending which way you're looking at it. I know he traveled from his spot to the
Oh, you know
slot,
what? I don't know.
but I never seen him
I
travel all
know.
the way to
Yeah,
the other
he went
side.
down in the slot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can see him doing that
Maybe
again.
Bluff knows. Bluff paid more attention to that. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if they'll let him travel all the way across the field or not. But either way, it ain't like they only got one good wide receiver. So there's going to be a
If you trust
matchup.
him in the slot, he can play on the right.
Yeah, there's going to be a matchup with somebody with Brown or whoever they put above him, ahead of him. Hey,
Yeah.
Charlie and Eric. But
I
yeah,
just rather yell at a rookie.
yeah, I have a different opinion on that with everybody. I don't give a fuck who I yell at. I don't give a shit if it's a rookie or a fuck thing. They're getting beat. They're getting beat. They ain't not making me feel any better. It's not like I'm like, oh, well, you know, at least he's a rookie getting their ass kicked and giving up touchdowns. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but at least your rookie's getting fucking reps instead of progression stopping. And the guy that we've known has been shit for 4 years. And I know you disagree with that or whatever, who has been shit since his rookie year. I mean, let's see what the other fucking guys got.
I don't know. Yeah, I disagree. I mean, I saw Wright in fucking preseason, and I was impressed. I was impressed because I didn't like the pick, but I wasn't overly impressed that he didn't do anything fucking. To me, he didn't do anything great. I mean, he had the chance to beat out Brown. Hell, they both did. And neither one of them did. And I say I'll give Wright this.
Did you get a chance to watch?
Go ahead.
Sorry, I keep Monday Night Football. Did you watch the game last night?
I watched all that game.
Chris Westry started, did play pretty well. Same model build as our fucking Twin Tower guys.
Yeah,
I think they
like I
could
said,
do well.
This is what I saw from Wright in the preseason. I saw him play above what I thought he could play, but nothing overly impressive. And when I saw him play, he was going against dudes right now that's sitting on the couch or doing a podcast just like me and you because they're no longer in the NFL. He's playing against third and fourth string guys that's either on a practice squad or looking for a job still. All right. So if he did against them, I really don't want to see him against fucking starters right now. I don't want to see him going against fucking Keenan Allen or fucking Williams or any of them fucks on that side of the field. You know. But, you know, hey,
I don't know. 9 of 10 for 100 and fucking whatever and a touchdown. I don't see a rookie doing any worse than that. I don't understand. I don't get the logic in just keep. It's kind of like running the damn ball over and over again without making any progress. We're not seeing Anthony Brown get better. I don't know. I just feel like get your fucking rookie some time. Maybe it's too early. Maybe I don't know. I need to see something different. Fucking Anthony Brown is terrible. Yeah, you got your PFF stuff. I know what they did.
I'm not even looking at.
I'm
not looking at the fucking grades, you dipshit. I'm looking at fucking something else. I want to say something you said. You know how I feel about PFF grades.
Oh, you talk about he had. I think it was 10 targets, 9 catches, or some shit like that.
Yeah, 10 targets, 9 catches. Yeah.
Yeah, for 100 fucking million and a touchdown. But I saw on Twitter they were defending him on the one fucking one play he had. He's supposed to have he's supposed to be a soft trail with the safety over the top, and the safety bailed on somebody else or whatever the fuck it was. But, what about the other fucking 8 catches, man? He just got fucking toasted and picked on.
Well,
Did he have any
let me ask
pass
you this.
breakups or anything like that? I don't think he made a good play.
Let me ask you this. What do you think about Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive backs? You think they're as good as Brown or better than Brown? Because they got the fuck beat out of them too. I mean, there was one good quarterback on that field that fucking day, and that was Diggs.
I know, but they're not on our team.
That's the only one. But that's my point. People fucking look at Brown like fucking, you gotta go. Get him the fuck off the field. It's like fucking goddamn fucking the GOAT, Heath. All right? People always fucking. I never said he was great. I never said he was good. I always say, hey, he was okay, solid safety. Could you get better? Sure. But could you get worse? You goddamn right you could. It's not as easy just, hey, just pull them off the field, put somebody else in there. They can do just as good. That's what they said about Heath. And that's what they say about Brown. And I could not fucking disagree more. That you just can't fucking pull them off and put somebody in there and everybody's like, yeah, they'll be better than Brown. It's not that fucking simple. But my point was about the Bucs. The Bucs defensive backs, if you think they're better than Brown, they got the fucking shit beat out of them. Why? Because we got 3 badass wide receivers and a badass quarterback. Why did our fucking, besides Diggs, why did our cornerbacks not look good? Because none of them graded out good. None of them look good except Diggs. Why? Because they got 3 badass wide receivers, a fucking tight end, and the fucking GOAT as a quarterback. It happens. I mean, I don't know what people expect. I mean, Diggs did great. Diggs played better than fucking way above what I thought he could, and I thought he was good already. But other than that, every cornerback on that field that night, Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay Buccaneers looked like pure shit. They got the fucking shit kicked out of them. and they both going against top 5 fucking passing offenses. So that sometimes that fucking shit's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not predicting that, Wright would be a fucking shoe-in patch over him and it's going to work out great and all that stuff. I'm just saying, if you're going to fucking fail at that side anyways, why not get the fucking reps in on your other guy?
And I'll go back and say,
I guess we're just going in circles every time. Yeah, I was just going.
The top 5 fucking passing offense, Brown is going to probably fail. Wright's going to fail. And fucking when Boss gets back there, if he doesn't,
we don't know that. We don't know Wright's going to fail. We don't know that Wright's going to fail. That's the problem. We know Anthony Brown is going to fail. We know he's going to fail. But we don't know anything about Wright. We don't know what he looks like against ones and game mode.
No, we know what he looks like against fucking backups in the preseason. He didn't fucking overly impress anybody. And like he fucking went out there.
I disagree.
Well, you know what? I need to show you my pecker sometimes.
One of the better corners, other than.
Because you're fucking easily impressed. If Wright, let me tell you something. Why he impressed me? Because everybody hated that fucking pick, and he showed that hey, I'm not as fucking bad as y'all fucking thought he was. But yeah,
I didn't think he was either.
He didn't fucking show me anything. I mean, he got beat sometimes. He fucking made a couple plays.
He shows me that length makes up for fucking bullshit mistakes. He can make up for shit with that length. That's what it shows me. I mean, that's all I ever saw. It was like, oh, fuck, he's beat. Oh, damn.
I just don't say I ain't back and watch a preseason game.
Somehow he got back to it.
I don't say I ain't back and watch the preseason. See what Wright did against fucking backups, against fucking people who's on a couch right now, and think, yeah, that motherfucker could do better than Brown. Shit, put him against fucking Keenan Allen. Put him against fucking Williams. He's got this shit. I mean, he didn't fucking overly impress. He didn't fucking dominate in the preseason against fucking shitheads. And fucking people will just want to throw him out there. I would say this. I like to see him get some snaps. Just, fucking a handful of snaps in there just to fucking practice. But to fucking put him in there and just, here you go, dude. It's your fucking job. Let's fucking let you go against one of the best wide receiver corners in the fucking NFL. See what you can fucking do with this shit. Only on DCU can we get a pecker reference. But goddamn, I mean, Eric's so impressed with shit. I'm like, well, fuck. I wish women were more like that with me. I've fucking been a lot more lucky than I have been past fucking 6 years.
We should fucking do it. We're doing a fucking poll on Twitter. But then you're gonna say, no, there's a bunch of fucking idiots on fucking dipshits on Twitter, and they're gonna suck a dick.
I'll poll on what?
Blah blah blah.
I'll poll on what?
Who should start? Would you rather see fucking
Christ,
Nashawn Wright?
That's like starting a fucking poll 5 years ago on Jeff Heath. What the fuck you think the poll was going to say? And you was with Heath. You liked Heath. And if I would have started the poll like that,
I would have voted for Heath.
Yes, and you would have lost that fucking poll because all Cowboy fans thought, fuck him. They hate him. Fucking Carr for fucking 5, 6, 7 years he played here. Started a poll on him. He would have. You gonna go off what fucking Cowboy fans say? Oh, wow, I'm fucking right because Cowboy Nation agrees with me that fucking Wright should start over fucking Anthony Brown. I can tell you right now, you're gonna win the fucking poll. You ain't got to put the poll up. You're gonna fucking smash the poll.
You gonna make it?
Yeah. But overall, I think I picked Chargers to win this game, and then last Saturday I decided to go against that and pick us to win. But now I'm on the fence. This is going to be a tough one.
What's got you going back and forth? Like, what made you decide, last week
defense
to change, and then why are you back on it? Defense, pass rush, Leal being out.
No, not their defense. Our defense. I just think it might take a few more games for us to kind of get some shit straight and going. As far as offense goes, maybe a little bit offense because I have a feeling I dread what we're going to do in offense as far as run pass ratio. I have this funny feeling we're going to try to overcompensate from last week and just try to run the ball a lot more. I'm hoping we don't do that. And if we do that, I just hope that it works. I don't know. I don't know. It's just going to be a tough one.
I tell you what, if we win the turnover battle with fucking 4 turnovers, I don't think they got the firepower like Tampa Bay to and Bluff will probably disagree with me. You might disagree with me, but I don't think they're as potent an offense as Tampa Bay. They're dangerous, and they always have been dating back to Rivers, but I don't think they have the type of offense that can take over a game or make up for 4 fucking turnovers. We got to get turnovers.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'll stick with the Dallas pick. I'm a little nervous about this one. That's a long, awkward pause here we just had. Because I'm
not
sitting
sure what
there
else to
thinking,
talk about, man.
if we go 1-1, then we're heading into the Philly game, which I'll be at. I don't want to be 0-2 heading in that game.
That would suck.
You know? I mean, I don't really give a shit. As long as we win that game, I'll be happy. But Bluff says more of a coin flip than he previously thought.
Yeah, I think he changed his mind too. Didn't he have us
he had
losing this game?
No, he had the Chargers winning it. And then now he thinks it's a coin flip.
Oh, I thought he had Tampa winning and then the Chargers losing to the Chargers.
Yeah, he had us losing to the Chargers. He had us beating the Bucs.
So now he thinks it's a coin flip?
Now he thinks it's a coin flip.
Is it a tie?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Eric and his ties. That'd be fucked up if it is a tie, dude. We won't never hear the end of it from Eric.
Did you see Monday Night Football, yo? That shit was fucking this close to being a tie.
I saw overtime.
It's gonna happen. It happens every fucking year nowadays. Fuck, they almost raided that shit up.
Yeah, that's what I put on Twitter as the Raiders almost did Raider things. But like that was a good game. That was a good way to kick off, the end of week 1, man. That was a good game to end it with. For a while there, I didn't think it was going to be a very good game, and then it just turned into a pretty good one.
Yeah, it did.
Fucking Carr at one time. Carr looked like shit for about 3 quarters. He finally had to wake up because I'm probably higher on Carr than most fucking fans are. I mean, I don't think he's great, but I think he's better than some people.
I don't like him at all.
But yeah, it was yeah. I can curb Buff. We still winning though. Fucking Mendoza. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. We'll do a bigger preview on it. Fucking on Saturday show with Keeping Up with the Joneses. We'll get more into it.
Yeah.
More breakdown of it. And plus, there'll be some more news. I mean, there'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday will be 4 days worth of news. We'll hear some practice reports.
Sure.
And, some shit. Some fucking experts fucking picking the games that we can talk about and shit like that. And yes, Ed and Eddie, I watched Eli and Peyton that whole game, and that was fucking awesome. Now, if I'm serious about a game like the Cowboys game, which I'm going to be at the game, so it doesn't matter. But if I was at home, I wouldn't watch it. I'd watch the regular broadcast. But for every other Monday night game this year, I'm watching fucking Eli and Peyton. That was fucking great. They brought on Charles Barkley.
I wish I'd have watched it now. I watched the regular shit.
They brought on Charles Barkley. They had Ray Lewis on ESPN2.
Okay.
They brought in Charles Barkley. They brought on Russell Wilson. They brought on Travis Kelce. He dropped a shit bomb on the air, which was great. They brought on Ray Lewis. I think that was 4 or 5 guests. They ended with Russell Wilson. But yeah, no, it was good. And you get Peyton breaking down fucking every play, and Eli breaking down every play, and like kind of do what Romer does, guessing what saying, hey, this is what they're about to do. It's informative. Plus you got Peyton and Eli making jokes about each other and shit. And they brought Ray Lewis on, and Eli's game against Ray Lewis his rookie year, he had a fucking zero quarterback rating. Zero. Ray Lewis and them
Jesus.
shut him out to a zero. And Eli was making fun of himself, talking about how hard that was to do. You just had to see it, dude. They joke to each other the whole fucking show.
That's great. Hour mark. Yeah, again, sorry. Typically, these shows will be bang bang right after the games, and it'll be a fresh topic, and
and the analytics part would be more
in
depth next
tougher
time
fucking
too.
4 or 5 days later.
Analytics part would be more in depth too, just because I didn't want to go over a lot of it. I just hit on it quick, just show y'all what we'll do every fucking week. But I already knew it. I've known it for 5 days now. I've kind of moved on to San Diego, so I'm not even worried about the Tampa Bay game anymore. Plus, like I said, it was a good play call game, so we kind of did what I wanted to do anyways. And basically, this is the thing. I don't want everybody thinking it's going to be pure analytics for 1 hour, 2 hours. It's not. We're going to do exactly what we did tonight. The analytic breakdown, just what our personnel groupings were, what our success was in personnel groupings, our EPA, and fucking CPOE, and then boom, we're moving on and doing this and just talking about the game, breaking the game down from our eyeballs. So I don't think this is going to be a whole show, nothing by EPA, because as much as I love that shit, I can't talk about it for that long. I can only I use that as a reference where what I thought I saw compared to the analytics part of it, and then we'll show it, and then we'll move on and start talking about actually what we saw and arguing about how impressed fucking Eric is. Easily impressed, and I'm gonna send him a pic tonight. Maybe he'll fucking
we'll talk about AB to get the ratings up.
And also, you've never seen me and Eric argue for the past 6 months as we've been doing this. You've never seen us go back and forth. But I'm telling you right now, during the season, we will disagree a lot, and you'll get a lot of that. But it'll be fun. We laugh. I'll call him a dipshit. He'll
Tune
call
in.
me a dipshit. Yeah. Because we haven't had a.
Bluff's got a good question.
What's that? Oh, your boy.
Who starts at right defensive end if Gregory's out?
Your boy, Armstrong.
Why is he got to be my boy?
No, I was talking about Bluff. Bluff's boy.
Oh, I thought, I was going to say it's his. My bad. Yeah,
it was his fucking question. So I said, you're a boy.
What about Basham? You like him more at left?
Well, they could also move fucking Urban out there.
Oh, yeah.
That's another choice. But I think it'd be a heavy rotation between Armstrong and Basham.
Yeah. Yeah, Mendoza's with you too. Probably DA.
Yeah. I'm hoping that Gregory ain't gonna be out though. He only has to pass 2 tests in a 24-hour period, so I don't know. But yeah.
And is that Saturday when he's testing?
I don't think it really matters. I mean, and I don't mean that in a dickhead way. I think with the rotation, I think it's just going to be a bunch of people. If they ain't got Gregory, I think there's just going to hell. Even when Gregor's in there, they rotate pretty good. But I lean towards probably Armstrong and Basham, a heavy rotation. But they might start off with Urban. Hell, who knows, man? And I'll say it again. I can't guess these defenses anymore because I have no fucking clue what they have in mind. I don't know. I can guess, but it's not always going to be right because they got so many rotations they can go with, and you can.
I don't like the linebacker rotations.
I don't like the linebacker. I can't say linebacker tonight. I don't like the linebacker rotations either, and I hope they get that shit straightened out. But they're going to fucking. They're going to keep rotating them like that. I just hope it's. I guess they didn't
just stop with. Okay.
Go ahead.
Don't rotate Micah. He's the type that I feel like he needs to. He's like that groove guy. He's a fucking running back on the other side of the line. He needs to carve out a fucking groove, and he gets better as the game goes along, which he did against Tampa, especially in coverage.
Yeah, I agree. Micah, They can rotate the other ones any way they want it, but Micah needs to stay on the field. He needs. Let me make sure I make this clear. He needs to be the new Jalen Smith when it comes to snaps, not the new Jalen Smith when it comes to play on the
Yeah,
field.
90,
But
96% or
when it
whatever the
comes to
fuck.
snap,
Yeah.
when it comes to snaps, he needs to be the new Jalen Smith and never come off the field. That's what that they got to keep him on the field. No matter, I don't give a shit if it's fucking 31 or fucking 3rd and 20. He needs to be on the field at all times. Yes, he needs to see at least 95% of snaps. I don't want to see him coming
I'm
off.
with you there. And secondary, you don't care. You think it's still KZ and Wilson deep
Yeah, I don't think they
with
did
Brown
anything.
and
I don't think they did anything.
obviously Diggs on the outside.
Yeah, I don't think they did anything awfully bad to the safeties to where they would make a change. I think maybe the more the year goes on, maybe the more they'll start doing a bigger rotation. Maybe Hooker will take over eventually. I don't know. I mean, we just got so many moving parts,
Yeah.
and a bunch. We still, even after one game, we still got a bunch of unknowns. We still got KZ who's coming off a major injury, and this was his first game back. Besides
Yeah.
preseason. You got Hooker is about to come back, and he's going to be coming off a major injury, so he's going to take a while to get in the groove. You got Curse, which
True.
I think is the best safety out there, and
And in the room, I think so.
yeah, I do. I think he's
Regardless,
the best.
whatever position.
Yes, as of right now, as we stand right here, yes, I think Curse. Now, will he be a month from now? I don't know, but right now, he's the best safety in the room.
I think that what they have him out there is the nickelback.
Yeah, and I think Kennedy needs
Which
to
is,
get more snaps.
Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, Kennedy.
Yeah.
There's another guy you could throw in there instead of AB. You like him better at slot though, huh?
I like him on the outside or inside. He can play both.
Outside, okay.
Yeah, he can play outside or inside. He needs more snaps. That's another guy. If you want to talk about taking AB off the fucking field, fine. I don't want Wright. I don't want a fucking rookie in there. I fucking that's hasn't shown a lot anyways. If you want to put Kennedy out there, I have no fucking issues with it. But
some common ground.
But I also
I'll take that.
Okay. Look at that. You want a hug? But yeah, no. I also think. But I also think he needs more snaps at if he's not going to move to the outside, that's fine. He needs to get more snaps from Lewis. Because how y'all fucking feel about fucking AB is how I feel about Lewis. I don't think he's done shit since he's been in the NFL. And no matter what anybody says about Anthony Brown and how much dick they suck of fucking Lewis, I can tell you one thing, and I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. At no time through fucking
has he beaten him? Sure.
Through Chris Richard, through Rob Mininelli, through Mike Nolan, through fucking Dan Quinn, through multiple other defensive back coaches, not one time has Anthony Brown finished underneath fucking Lewis on a depth chart. Every fucking coach that's coached there has had Anthony Brown above fucking Lewis on the depth chart. So there's that.
That's fair.
I don't understand why people are up on Brown's pecker like they are, but for some reason they are. And like I said today, if you love PFF grades, he graded.
I think because AB has been the guy.
Been the guy where? He hasn't been the guy.
Been the guy starting. He's been the guy getting burnt because he's the guy that's starting that's supposedly better.
Yeah, and Lewis has been.
I'm just saying, like you see him more often.
Lewis has been the starting fucking.
Lewis gets burned when he's in there too. I'm just saying you see AB more.
But he's a starting slot, and we play fucking nickel over 65% of the time. So he's seen a lot of snaps, and he's getting his fucking pecker beat. And how many snaps did Lewis have? 42 pass plays, 42 coverage. Yeah, he was in there. Yeah, he was in there 8 plays less than Anthony Brown was. So he played as much as Anthony Brown. But yeah, no, he needs to fucking. I didn't even look Lewis up. I meant to look Kennedy up. That's it. Two plays, Kennedy. That's ridiculous. He was the best one in training camp. He actually showed something in training camp. Actually showed something out on the field in preseason games, and he's getting 2 fucking snaps. That's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. He needs more snaps. If you want to put him in the slot, that's where I want him. But
Lunsford says.
No, yeah. I can. totally see him moving Brett Urban out to right defensive end. I think no matter who they start, I think it's going to be a rotation between him and Armstrong and Basham. And that's another thing.
If Gregory's out.
We need to get to the quarterback more, man. I'm not a sacks as everything guy. Okay, I'm not. I understand pressure is important, and I get Tom Brady gets the ball out of his hand as quick as anybody does in the NFL. But I ain't judging this off one game. I'm judging off the last 2-3 years. We got to get to the quarterback. We got to get home, and we're just not getting home. And I don't even think we really did that great, even putting a lot of pressure on Brady the other night. It's just I don't know, man. It's getting old. Or fucking pass rush is fucking getting old and not having any. You know. But like I said, I'm not a sack guy that you got to get sacks, but Jesus Christ, it'd be nice to get one every fucking once in a while.
Yeah, I don't like D-Law's moves anymore. He tries that same double move to the outside, and he just never gets there.
D-Law, I've said it since his fucking rookie year. He is probably one of the best run-stopping defensive ends in the NFL. He is fucking great. I mean, great at that. But pass rush, he's above average. He's nothing special in pass rush. He had that one badass year in 2017, followed it with the meh year, double-digit sack, 10-sack year. But we broke that down before, if you remember in our group, that it was the first 4 games. That's what he did. Everybody's like, because everybody kept saying he's good for half a season. I'm like, no, if you break it down even further, it's the first four games. He came out both years and lit it the fuck up. And then the rest of the year, 12 games the rest of the year, I got that somewhere. I can bring that up on next show. The next 12 games, he didn't do shit. All his numbers came in the first 4 games. But like I said, he's above average pass rusher and a great.
Did you have anything of Osa's snaps?
Yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Oh, wrong one. Oh no, I didn't screenshot.
Mendoza says we need more interior pressure, no collapsing pockets. There's always a platform to throw.
Yeah, I don't. Oh shit! Almost ended broadcast.
I was curious because early Osa was blowing shit up, and I was curious, what they had him, what his stats were.
I can bring it up real quick.
If he had any pressures or anything.
Yeah, I didn't screenshot it. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, no, they had Bo graded out higher than him, so that'll tell you something about PFF grades. They had Bo graded out higher than him as a run stuffer, and Bo also had 25 snaps. 5 of them was against the run. 20 of them was on pass plays. What the fuck is Bo? But this is the thing. I've always told people why I don't like fat one techs. Offense can adjust to that. If you bring a fat one tech in to adjust to stop the run, quarterback sees that like he has no chance of getting any pressure on me. Fuck it, I'm going to audible out. We're going to pass on this play. That's a bad thing about guys like him that can do one thing and one thing only. Offense can adjust like, okay, he's in here. We ain't going to try to run it. We're just going to pass it. But yeah, he was in on there for 20 pass plays. He rushed the passer and 5 on run stuffing. But he graded out higher than Osa did. Which is crazy.
Trash. Yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah, we need
I don't like the PFF had Zeke so low. I mean, we rag on Zeke and running backs in general, but he fucking blocked his ass off.
Yeah, I don't
know how they got the numbers they got.
Yeah. Like Matt Owens said, they do it on pass block win rate, and like Matt said, that's kind of unfair for a running back because you don't really have to win it.
Yeah.
You just have to fucking make sure they don't, don't have to look pretty. Just get them the fuck out of the way.
No free shot at the quarterback, just get a little bit of piece of something.
Yeah. But like I said,
sure as hell did that. I'll give him his props for that.
Yeah, I sign up for PFF. People like PFF grades, and I see them posting on Twitter all the time. So some of the people that watch us,
they have their uses,
But for the most part, PFF grades to me just aren't. They just aren't something I look at very often. Something I'll look at the very last to see what they graded out as. And more times than not, I disagree with them.
Yeah.
I don't believe in grading guys when you don't know the plays. Bill Belichick said it a few years ago, actually a long time ago, and I think it was directly at PFF. But he said he'd be real careful about grading players that you don't know what the play call was. And he used defensive tackle as an example. He said a defensive tackle
Mm-hmm.
can do what he was called to do, and the other guy beside him fucked the play up and not do what he's supposed to do. But it made the other guy look like he did something wrong when he really
And
didn't.
make the other guy look good.
It made the other guy look good.
Yeah,
Marcus, when he had his buddy on,
it's
the
definitely an
coach,
objective stat.
when Bluff had his coach on, his friend, and they was talking about matching routes, like fucking cover three, but sometimes
Mm-hmm.
they have route matching to where the slot corner on the cover three is supposed to cover the hooks and the fucking flat, but sometimes they have a route that he has to match. So if they go deep, he has to match it. Well, PFF don't know that. So if he goes with that route
Right.
and fucking somebody else doesn't cover it, he's going to get a ding for it when he doesn't need to get a ding for it because that's what he was supposed to do. Or if a fucking, or if he does go with a fucking thing and another player and he's not supposed to, and another player is going to get dinged for something that he did wrong. That's why I'm just not big on grading players without exactly knowing what the fucking play is called. And they put them fucking grades out like within 24 hours, dude. 24 hours they have all them fucking grades, and
Yeah.
that seems really highly impossible to
All
really
the teams. That means it's
to really get detailed.
got to be different graders for each game.
And say that's another
one guy's
question
assigned a game, you go grade this guy this game, or
And that's
position,
another
or
thing.
whatever.
Nobody's ever been able to answer. If Matt Owen, sometimes I ask him, who fucking grades it? Like, say the defensive line, or I don't even know if they have a specific person, but let's just call Cowboys. We'll take them. Say one guy is grading the defense or defensive line. I don't give a shit which one. He grades it. Does he grade it the next week, or does another guy grade it the next week? Because if you don't have the same person grading it, you're going to get some inconsistencies because we all see shit different. And so if I'm seeing this and then next week you grade it, well, your grade might be different than mine would have been because we kind of see it fucking different. And that's another thing I don't fucking like.
There's some objectivity in all of that.
Yeah, like
Human
I said,
error,
it's 24 hours. It's 24 hours to get all the grades out and shit like that. 16 fucking games. That's just seems, dude. I would love to see the coaches' grades. That would be interesting. The ones who actually know the fucking call, that know if he fucked up or not. But like I said, I'll keep using them just because it's part of what people like to see and shit like that. And I'll pop it up on the screen, say here's the grades, blah blah, and people can do with what they want to with it. Me, I don't really look too much into it. When I see Bo graded higher than fucking Osa, I'm gonna have a little fucking issue with it. When I see fucking Zeke get a 28 grade or some bullshit against the fucking pass blocking, I'm gonna have a little bit issue with it. So and fucking D-Law, and I don't got nothing against him, but they graded him out like in a 90, but that's because of his fucking run stopping, which I agree with, but his fucking pass, man, I think they grade him 60 or some bullshit like that. So people see that, and he is a good run stopper. He's an above average pass rusher, and I just think he needs to improve or he start thinking about moving on next year or fucking finding somebody else eventually that can actually put fucking pressure on the quarterback. Maybe he'll fucking kick out of it. Yeah. Maybe he'll, after surgery, no preseason and shit like that, maybe he just take a few games and he'll have a 2017 season again. That's what I hope for. Yeah, we always need more interior pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to judge it too much on Brady because Brady's just fucking good. I mean, he just gets the ball out of his hand so fucking quick, So, but as the year goes on, I want to see us do better at that. If we don't start getting more pressure on the quarterback, we're going to have fucking issues. If you think our defensive backs are questionable now, wait till we keep doing this. It's going to be even worse.
Right.
But anyways, we are fucking hour and 20 minutes in. That's longer than we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to get the fuck out of here.
You want to end off on a score prediction?
Sure.
What you got?
Let's save it for Saturday for keeping up with the Joneses.
That's a good idea. All right. Fuck.
We'll keep it up. Yeah. We'll keep it up with that.
How about some shout outs? Anybody you want to?
Yeah. Shout out to DC, the number 4L hashtag group on Facebook, 130K private group. Go check them out. Join them.
Amanda
They let us,
Foster, the admin there. Yep, good
yeah, they
group.
let
I
us.
just joined them here recently myself. Very welcoming. Got a lot of shit going on. They're very active.
They let us post our shit in their group, so that's cool of them. Shout out to go check out Rocket Moves the Chains. Check out her new blog. It's very good. Uh, she's going to also start a new show. It'll be after the. I don't know when it's going to be. It's not. It's going to be on. Well, she hasn't announced the day yet, but I think it's going to be on Mondays more than likely. And if it is, it'll be obviously after the Philly game because we're both going to be there at that Philly game. Not together. I'm going with my son. She's going to be there too. Don't want to start no fucking rumors out there that don't need to be started. So it might, and I doubt it even be the next week, but it might be. But here in 3 or 4 weeks, we'll start it. She'll start her show. I will co-host, but it will be her show and her show only. What did she say? It will be when she says.
Whatever she says it is, that's what it's
Yeah,
going to be.
well, when the fuck that is. If you leave it up to a woman, it won't start to fucking next year.
Yeah, it'll be for real. She got to do all the hair, makeup, and all that shit. We'll see. We'll see.
Anyway, she started a new show.
No,
so
I've actually got a sneak peek at the little behind the scenes of it, and it looks great. So we'll see. Yeah, looking forward to that.
shout out
Got the
to
Saturday
Bluff,
show, keeping up with the Joneses.
Keeping up with Joneses with Bluff and Cowboys, y'all. Raka and us.
Yeah, hopefully Lambo's free this weekend.
And thanks to Ed and Eddie last week for coming on with us. They would definitely be back on with us. They was great. Once again, this was our first show of a post breakdown that actually we're going to do for the rest of the year. I don't want to scare people off and make y'all think it's going to be 100% analytical. It won't be. In fact, I even put in the description analytical breakdown, and I told Eric I'm taking that shit out because people see that shit, they're going to be like, fuck that. So, because it's not going to be full. We spent 5 minutes on analytical breakdown, maybe 10, and then we're going to move on and do just our visual breakdown, what we thought we saw. And once all 22 comes back, we will have a little bit of film, not a lot. We're not going to be like other shows and have a lot of film up, but we will do some film breakdown on certain plays and shit like that. But we just, like I said, we're big in it. We're both big in analytics, but especially me. So I'm always going to do at least a 10-minute breakdown of analytics. Early down passing, EPA, and shit like that. Take 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to move on to other shit. But it will always come back to analytics for me. That's just how I am. But yeah. So this was our first real show.
Appreciate the show. Appreciate
Thanks,
the love.
Mendoza. And thanks everybody came in. Mendoza, Raka, Andrew, Ed and Eddie, Marcus D. Jones from Bluff. Like to thank all y'all for coming in. We kind of figured this was going to be kind of a light fucking live show just because nobody really wanted to watch a fucking breakdown from a game 5 days
ago. Another recap of the fucking Tampa game. Fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody's moved on, right? It's fucking LAC, bro.
Yeah, we're only fucking at we're fucking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
We're 5 days away from another game, so we're right in the middle of both games. For now, what we will do on Tuesday is we'll break down 90% of our show will be breakdown of the Sunday game we just played, and 10% will be just a quick preview of what we expect the next game. But most of that will be saved for Saturdays on Keeping Up with the Joneses, because that way we'll have a whole week's worth of news, and Saturday we'll fucking us, Bluff, Riker will all fucking
hash it all out and give us the preview and everything.
But like I said, this is a little of a choppy show. It was our first time doing it. What we was going to do, we're learn from it and fucking be a little better at it, because we were still trying to decide what the fuck we was going to do 30 seconds before the show started. Eric asked me 5 seconds before the show started, so what are we going to do? I'm like, well, we're fucking.
Hey, what are we going to do, bro?
We're going live right now, so I don't know what the fuck you're asking me that right now for. But we'll chop it up. Yeah, we'll get it better next week. We'll be more in order and shit like that, and we won't have a hurricane fucking
That's
top
It's
of
enough
us
for me.
worried about what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can find us at Dallas Cowboys Uncensored everywhere. Don't matter where. Just type them fucking words in and you'll find us. Also, one more thing. I'm going to fucking Raka 15. Go to Twisted Gorilla. You can order shirts, anything from them, and get a 15% discount by using the code Raka 15. That helps us out in more ways than one. I ain't going to tell you exactly how it helps us, but it does help us. Here's a few examples of them. Big Dak Energy. Here's a woman's tank top. Big Dak Energy. The Jordan look for Dak. Charlie fuck around. I'm ordering that shirt. Jerry has little lamb. My titties are real. I think I might order that one too. Another tank top for a woman. And I'm telling y'all, this right here, if y'all love ratings and y'all love attendance shit, buy this shirt because we was fucking attendance champs last year. But anyways, y'all have a good one, man, and we'll see y'all we'll see y'all Saturday, but we'll see you on DCU next Tuesday. Hopefully we'll be talking about a fucking big dub. And yeah, Rocket, I said Rocket 15. I'm pretty sure people can spell out Rocket 15. Fucking if y'all really want to piss Rocket off, call her Rika. Don't call her Rocket, just say Rika. Not all y'all probably want to piss her off as much as I do. But anyways, Rika, you have a good night. And anyways, it's Rika 15. Remember, Twisted Gorilla, Rika 15. You'll get a fucking discount. She'll be
Peace
texting
out.
me about cussing me. Later.